This week on My Global Adventure.
The groom has to continually earn his way towards the bride.
Smart and wise process.
They were supported entirely by the community.
14 down. All the parts. 10 to go.
14 countries in 120 days.
This would be the departure tax of 90 UMB.
As we leave Shanghai Airport, I've already set my sights on Destination 15. I'm looking forward to it because I've been there before. I was only 14 when I came to Thailand as part of a mission called Samaritan's Purse. That trip gave me the itch to travel. My return 10 years later is the ultimate scratching of that itch.
Touchdown in Thailand.
We land in Bangkok, Thailand's world-famous capital, situated at the southern edge of the country. We face our first crisis not long after checking in.
Any magic pill you can give me so I can stop crapping?
How sick? What's the diagnosis?
It's probably his dysentery come back. Never went away.
So it'll just be the three of you.
Well, that's fine. We'll,
Not that Tom really does a lot on this show anyhow.
It's not fair. I'm wondering why the concern is coming out. I mean, it's just Tom. Good morning, everybody. This morning we're going to go to, and I'm probably going to say this wrong, Taka. Is that right? Yeah.
just at Taka.
Taka Floating Market. The floating market in Taka is off the beaten track for most tourists. Here, locals come to buy and sell in wooden boats that drift down narrow canals. According to my guide Pipit, transactions don't always include money.
People take the local product, what they have in their farms, and they're coming to exchange here, you know, like from salt to rice.
Oh, but they will trade goods for goods.
Yeah.
Some boats serve as floating food fairs where you can have a great meal cooked right on the spot.
All right, so what all do we have in here?
This one eggplant,
Okay.
chili, and coconut milk. อร่อยไหม อร่อยไหม
That's spicy.
I know that very spicy.
One of the highlights of the Taka open water market was not just the activity that was going on, because it was very active.
Traffic jam, traffic jam.
It was the fact that everybody in that community congregated there to swap stories, to share gossip, to meet up with each other again, and to bond as a community.
Well, that was absolutely the best way to see the market. And these people are so friendly and so open. They have actually invited us to go and visit them at one of their houses.
We've been invited to stay the night with a Thai family who lives in one of these canal towns. Another short boat ride takes us literally to the doorstep of the Hay family.
Tonight we come and stay with these families, and we will enjoy to doing everything with them, or even cooking, and we go to the farming, same as we are member of the families.
Excellent.
You see the grape, they need very, very clean place. That's why if they have even the small wheat.
I should have brought my working clothes. You should have told me we were going to be working.
Oh yes, we must work.
Oh, the things I do for a free meal.
One of the cool things about the Hay family and the community where they were living was that they're very self-sustaining. They grow their own vegetables, they grow their own fruits. We kind of went around back and walked through the fields and helped collect a little bit for supper. And it was really neat to see how they didn't have to have a superstore down the road. With the afternoon harvest done, my next job is to help in the kitchen.
Ooh, that smells good.
Under the watchful eye of Mrs. Hay's 3-year-old granddaughter. Supper is a feast of good food and even better company. There is such a strong sense of connection in the communities here. As Pipit says, in a village, everyone is everyone else's family.
Thai spicy soup, Thai style sweet and sour curry pet,
nice.
fried fish. This one made by.
Yours truly.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any wedding that I've ever been to, it's not a full participatory thing. Not so in a Thai wedding. One of the things that I've always loved about Thailand is they seem to be very genuine, loving people. And nowhere was that more apparent than when we were staying with the Hay family. Every morning, families get up. They put together bundles of food, water, rice for the monks that would go door to door on their boats or be met in the market by these people, and that's how they survived. They were supported entirely by the community. The market is quiet at this time of the morning, but there's no time to shop because today we go to a wedding.
Well, we're at the wedding party and it looks like we're the stars of the show for a moment until the bride shows up.
Any wedding that I've ever been to, it involves sitting down, watching the ceremony, maybe shedding a tear, shaking hands, and then you go eat. It's not a full participatory thing. Not so in a Thai wedding. The groom shows up and there's a ton of food and gifts coming out that everybody joins in and starts bringing in.
Oh, bunches of pigs.
And then there's all these really interesting little ceremonies. The groom in a Thai wedding has to work pretty hard before he gets to win that bride.
This is the man. How nervous are you right now?
Okay, this is the first gate when the.
In a traditional Thai wedding, the groom must pass through a series of gates to reach the bride, each one guarded by members of her family. To do so, he must fulfill their requests, whatever they may be.
So the groom has to continually earn his way towards the bride until he's at the very front. I think that's a very smart and wise process for getting married. It's just my own personal opinion right there. Make the man walk the walk.
Once inside, the groom asks the bride's parents for permission to marry their daughter. He makes good on his request with gifts of money and jewelry that the parents eventually give back to the couple to help them make a new start.
Trying to get coming now. She's coming.
Finally, the bride is presented to the groom and the marriage ceremony begins.
Yeah, what are these ornaments they just put around their necks?
That's a flower garland. It's the garland, the flowers that signify of love.
They have a really sweet ceremony where the bride and the groom hold their hands out, and all of the guests have the option of coming up and pouring rose water on the groom's hand and the bride's hand and giving them a blessing. And I thought that was a great little tradition, so I jumped in right in line and I participated.
What a beautiful ceremony. What a very beautiful ceremony.
The rest of the day is a bit of a blur. At the urging of our hosts and trusty guide Pipit, we can't help but eat, drink, and be very merry. The problem was we had to leave the wedding and then go back to where Tom was. Poor Tom had been sick and feeling guilty that he hadn't been able to come out and help us shoot. And we come climbing out of the van and we're like,
Finally have a fan, Tom.
Oh yeah, and 2 bottles of rum and a bottle of whiskey.
hey, Tommy boy, too bad you missed the wedding.
It went really well. We shot 17 takes, and then we went to this wedding, and they made us drink rum.
A lot of rum.
I have to go get... No, we're not. I have to go get measured for a suit.
Wait till you see the footage, you'll know who's pissed and who isn't.
I was perfectly sober throughout the whole thing.
One of the first things that Hippet told us when we met him was that he was a Buddhist, and he followed that pretty quickly by outlining the 5 rules of Buddhism. The first one being no drinking.
Oh, kiss me again.
For the whole time we spent with Hippet, I don't know that we ever stopped drinking other than to sleep.
A lot of Thai people can't speak English very well. So when they say, excuse me, they say, kiss me.
The only Asians can kiss me.
It's a much more subdued group that catches an early flight the following day. We're in Chiang Mai in northern Thailand and back on the road again. But what a road. Day 124. We are in Chiang Mai, Thailand's largest northern city. With almost 120 temples and holy sites, Chiang Mai is also considered Thailand's religious center.
Nice to meet you.
But today, it is home to one of Thailand's most popular festivals, Loi Krathong, which honors the ancient water spirit Mae Kong Ka. It's gonna be a party tonight.
A big party.
No kidding.
Okay, so this is the main platform of this is what you'll set. In Thai, Krathong means leaf cup and Loi means to float. And that's why I'm here, to get tips on building my own banana leaf boat to launch tonight as part of the festival.
You're kidding, this floats? It's really heavy.
The leaves are just pinned on.
Yeah.
Aha, there we go.
If it's wrong, yeah.
And you just keep adding layers. Okay, and then just stick it right into the side.
You put the flower.
And this same process.
Your design.
Oh, okay.
ดูดิกับลูกเป็นจิ๊กจิ๊กจอกๆเนี่ย
The final piece of my masterpiece. Da da da.
Finish. You can put another one to floating on the water tonight
All right,
for everyone.
there's our miracle invention. ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณ
ขอบคุณค่ะ By the time we arrive at the festival site, hundreds of people are already launching their boats in the Mekong River, lighting candles and incense for good luck in the season to come. And this one is for the My Global Adventure team. We would all wish happiness for our friends and family back home. Safety for the rest of this journey. And wherever we go for the rest of the trip, may we always find the magic. Maybe it's just superstition. Maybe we are drawn to dance and smile when the moon is full because we're mostly water and the lunar pull wins us over. Either way, this particular night is beautiful, and no one knows where our wishes may go. The next morning is a different story. We are outside Chiang Mai trying to navigate our way north on something that could be a road if given half a chance.
How's it going? Oh, hey, run away, run away.
Actually, we're just trying to get to our next Thailand adventure. And this road is a piece of cake compared to what the Global Adventure web audience has in store for me. Today, you will travel north to the Ping River. There you will pilot your own bamboo raft through calm and not so calm waters. Get your feet wet with one of the oldest forms of river transportation. Don't fall in. We're not sure what's waiting for you in there. Nice, thank you very much. Bamboo rafting. Once again, something I've not done before. Well, I mean, it's a bamboo raft, so my only impression of a bamboo raft is that it's like square and you stand in the back of it with a pole. I'm thinking standing on something rigid over this. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a challenge.
This is probably the biggest water we've been doing on these rafting trips. There's one point that I saw that reminded me of a film I saw of a guy getting killed.
Too high,
The
or?
third rapid is too dangerous.
Yeah.
And that's the only one you have to get off before going through it.
Right.
So
Okay.
these guys are talking, they're saying that there isn't a chance in hell you're going to survive this.
Oh yeah? I'll show them. I was pumped. Now, my reaction to the physical adventures tend to be based a little bit on an adventurous spirit and a little bit on ignorance most of the time. Like, woo, this is probably gonna be fun. Yeah, I know. Our camera guy, Robin, on the other hand, was pretty fully aware of the dangers of what this bamboo raft could potentially turn into. His reaction was not so happy.
Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential danger spots right there.
How you feeling, Robin? We geared up, we climbed on, we had a guide in the front and a guide in the back, and we headed down. And it seemed like it was gonna be pretty smooth riding when we first started out. Then we hit the first rapid. Robin, remember that part where I said I wasn't worried about this? Oh, you're kidding. We first hit those rapids and they came up to here and I could feel the raft underneath me turning almost vertical.
As soon as that wood started to sink, I thought for sure we were dead. And I made sure twice that the camera was rolling because, you know, if it ain't on tape, it never happened.
That was a bit scary. We hit these rapids and they hit everybody by surprise, including our two guides. The front of the boat hit a rock or something kind of jolted us. The guide in the front went shooting off the raft. He actually launched up and kicked me right in the thigh and then fell off to the side. And I thought, great, okay, as long as we got the guy in the back, we're okay. Little did I know, the guy in the back also went launching off the end. Oh, okay, gosh. That had to be one of the most unique, unusual, and strangely, serenely scary events we've done to this stage. It was different. I didn't know what to think of when I started, but I know what to think in the end, hey? Oh my God. To be able to interact with a culture that is so untainted was a great opportunity for me. So where are we?
We are heading to Bangkum.
Bangkum?
Yeah.
This is the wackiest road we've been on so far. We arrived, we made it over all of those roads.
How's the back?
Oh, my back's fine. I was kidding.
I'm numb from the neck down.
Oh, a good doctor in Turkey.
Excellent.
I really don't think that there's a place you can go anywhere in Thailand that isn't beautiful. And the tiny remote village that we went to in northern Thailand was no exception. And the real attraction to it for me was these people almost never get visitors. And to be able to interact with a culture that is so untainted that way was a great opportunity for me.
Cook Asia and Kujian. We are going to visit the school of Ban Bangkum today.
I don't know if they'll notice. I don't know if they'll... I think I blend in pretty well, don't you?
It's the first day of school. That's why. That second day, little kid doesn't want to come to school. ร้องทำไมลูก เดี๋ยวมีขนมแจก
But school's so much fun. I was really excited on my first day of school. I think my mom looked like that. สวัสดีค่ะ
คุณเอเชีย คนโดน
This was the first day of school for everybody that was in that kindergarten class. And there were a few little kids that were not as excited to be there as I was. There was one little girl in particular who was just having a horrific time. I kind of took to her because I thought, I don't think she understands how cool school can be. I think she's just a little scared.
Yeah. You can master plasticine. It's all you need to know about life. Everything you need to know, you'll learn right here in kindergarten.
She overcame it, you know, and by the time we left, she was having a great time. It was a gift for me to be able to be there that day with her.
Here's you this morning. Here's you by the end of the day.
From the little girl who survived her first day of school to the bride and groom who survived their first day as one. From Loy Krathong's replenishing spirit to the pump of riding wild rapids on a bamboo raft, I have been washed with a week of new starts in Thailand. They have all served to remind me to let go of the past and jump into whatever's next with both feet. My first trip to Thailand was an awakening for me. My second visit has been a gift of rejuvenation, a shower that has washed off the emotional grime and allowed me to replenish, release, and return to basics. As I move on to my next destination, I know there will be people ready to open their arms, their hearts, and their lives to me. That's the most precious thing in the world.
Coming up on My Global Adventure.
It was raining and it was smack in the middle of the early morning hours, which I guess is kind of fitting given that we were digging up a dead guy.